It's February 4th, and welcome to another edition of Royals Insider. I'm your host, Miller Yoho. Remember, you can always follow us on social media at facebook.com/QueensRoyals or on Twitter at QueensAthletics. Later today, we're going to be speaking with head coach Brett Karpman of the men's and women's tennis program and senior swimmer Kyle House. This past week was an exciting one with tennis and softball opening their seasons, men's and women's track setting 3 new school records, and the basketball teams playing 2 games each. Stay tuned for an interview with senior swimmer Kyle House. Royals Insider. I'm here with senior swimmer Kyle House. Kyle, you guys have had a great season so far. Ben is ranked as high as 2nd. It's the 3rd year of the program, and you guys just have taken off this year and built off the past years. It's remarkable what Coach Dugdale and Coach McCall have done, but it's a testament to our swimmers and how they've really bought into this program, and you guys getting up early and having to really do things no one else will realize that goes into preparing for a swim meet. Can you talk about how this year's been for you and the team so far, and as you head into conference, what are some things you're looking forward to?
Sure, yeah, so we just started kind of our taper phase of the season, which is where we start resting and preparing for conference, so the swimmers are obviously loving that. We just came off a tough 3 weekends of meets, all away meets. We started with Lenore Rhine. That was kind of a way to shake the rust off after some hard Christmas training, traditionally the hardest part of the season for swimmers. Then we went to Davidson, had a tough meet against a D1 opponent, and whenever we swim against a D1, we like to kind of, we go in with a chip on our shoulders. So that was a great meet. We won that one. And then we went to University of South Carolina and swam a quad duel with South Carolina, Wingate, and College of Charleston. So another two D1 teams in there, and of course a conference rival in Wingate. And we were able to come out with wins against Wingate and Charleston, and won about 5 of the events of the meet against South Carolina. So we weren't able to beat them, but big step from last year where we came in, weren't able to win any of the events. So we are really pleased with our progress. It's been a heck of a year for the guys. A lot of hard work, great group of freshmen that we have that are really helping to kind of reinvigorate some of our upperclassmen, and we're on the right path and ready to hopefully take a conference title this year.
Absolutely, and that conference is coming up in 2 weeks, or actually it's next week, so
right.
You guys are getting closer and closer. One thing that goes into swimming, people don't really get to see the inside of the program or see what swimmers go through in preparation. Can you talk to me a little bit about what all what like a typical practice is, or how much lifting, or getting up at 5 a.m. Can you kind of tell us about what's a typical week in the life of preparing for a meet or being a swimmer?
Sure. So we'll just go through kind of a daily schedule. We'll start with Monday, Wednesday. Our schedule, we have a group in as early as 5:40 a.m.
Wow.
and they'll swim till 8. And then they'll come back at night for another hour and a half of training. And then Tuesdays are even better. We start the mornings at 4:50, start at the weight room at 5:15, go to 6:30, swim after that until 8, and then come back again at night for another round of swim training. So, and then we repeat that cycle throughout the week pretty much until Saturday, where we get weights and swimming again. So pretty exciting stuff.
How are you guys not zombies?
No, it's a grueling process, and testament to the kids that getting it done in the classroom and in the pool. It's not easy. So certainly a lot of dedication, hard work, and they all have my respect, because I've been at it for a while, and it is not easy. It's not easy at all. So.
Oh, and one of those things that you guys have the additional step of being more difficult is you guys don't have a site on campus. You're going to lift at the sports complex, you're getting buses to go there, or you're swimming over at MCAC. So you're not going to get to see it, so I'm guessing the Levine Center is going to help out a lot with getting at least 10 extra minutes of sleep with those guys.
Yeah, that's right. That morning commute is always a rough one, but they are excited for the new pool. We're excited to see that Levine Center. It'll be neat.
We've talked about the Levine Center a few times on the Royals Insider, and we always talk about it being built on a foundation of the student athletes who've been there before it was being built. And you're one of those guys who, you swam at Purdue for 2 years, and then you came here and been part of this program for its first 3 years. You've been kind of the behind the scenes, been the guy, you're one of the few seniors, I think there's 2 this year, who was built on. Can you talk about why you chose Queens, what you saw in it, and what it's been like to have a program grow and build with you?
Right, so I spent 2 years at Purdue, had some great experience there, was able to go to the Big Ten Conference meet twice, and even medaled there, which was an awesome opportunity. But I wasn't improving really at the rate I wanted to, and the team wasn't going in the direction I thought it should either. So I decided to look around and got in touch with Coach Dugdale, and he, told me basically that I had an opportunity here to step in and start a new program from the ground up, kind of work with him to work on this vision that he had of a new kind of Division II program that could compete with D1s. And I came in, and unfortunately my first year I didn't get to compete. I had a knee injury that came from dancing at a wedding reception. I had to redshirt a year, but it's really been a blessing because it gave me an extra year here, and the experience has just been awesome in the classroom, in the pool. We've come a long way since our first year. I think we had 6 guys in the team, and now we're almost 20 strong, and looking for a conference championship and hopefully top 3 or top 5 at nationals. So we've come a long way. Hopefully we'll keep going in that direction. I think we will, and it's just been an honor to be a part of the program.
It's a lot of that testament to Coach Dugdale and what he's done, but a lot of the credit should go to guys like you. Been here for 3 years, have been through the process, and we definitely want to recognize your achievements and how you stayed for 3 years, thank goodness, to a dancing injury. But thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be looking forward to next week to see how you guys do. Good luck.
Great. Thank you so much.
I'm here with head tennis coach, both men's and women's, Brett Karpman. Coach, you're coming off a big win on Friday against North Greenville. Your teams, the women's were ranked 2nd overall and the men's 3rd in preseason. Can you kind of talk about your upcoming season? We talked a little bit on Friday in the post-game interview, but can you elaborate a little bit on what's your expectations, who are some key athletes, and what you, as you head into, what are your general thoughts?
Yeah, I'd like to start with the women's program first. The women return a lot of returners. We have a great leadership at the top, featuring 3 seniors and 1 junior. We have some young blood coming up that's really starting to take fold very quick. On the men's side, we got a fantastic mixture of youth with leadership and experiences, which again is going to lead into a really dynamic product come spring.
Okay. Now, with your men's teams in particular, you have a very diverse group in terms of internationals. Can you tell me, when it comes to recruiting players like that and bringing them to Queens, what is it that you're selling them, and then what does Queens offer to an international tennis player that makes you guys stand out?
I think at Queens we found a little niche as far as tennis programs in between a D1 and D2 mold. I think what we're able to offer here is the Division I experience hosted out of a Division II school with all the intimate relationships with professors, limited class absences. But with our internationals, they're able to come here, compete at the same level as Division I, but academics are much more so the priority.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about academics a lot whenever we have conversation. It's a priority for you, it seems like. For the past 2 years, the men's tennis program has won the academic award. Can you talk a little bit about the type of student athletes you have and what process goes into making sure academics is a priority and the pride you take in that?
And recruiting for us as a program is by far the element we put the most time and effort in. To find the individuals from all over the world, we look for the commonality traits that are going to be successful on court and in the classroom. So again, when we start recruiting, our pecking order is character integrity first, work ethic second, tennis level third. And even though the kids are from around the world, different languages, different customs, they have those unique qualities that connect them more so than their customs take them apart.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's a wonderful team. They're very close knit. It's good to, and there's other new blood in the coaching ranks. You brought back Rob Stevens, who was a star here, and he has certainly a lot of experience on the courts. But he came from he comes from a job in corporate America and has decided to return to coaching. Can you talk about what he means to your program and what he brings with his experience?
Yeah, I couldn't be any more ecstatic to bring Rob back to Queens. Rob was a standout player, but moreover, what he brought to the program as far as character integrity has left its mark. Rob was very successful, landed 2 Fortune 500 companies, and he's able to help our players with professional development, not only on the court, but off the court. Our players, again, are towards the higher academic students in the school. They're meant for great jobs, great positionings, and Rob has been an invaluable tool in assisting that and carrying that to another degree.
Yeah, well, it really seems, even as we go into the athletic season, it seems like you guys always put a premium on academics, and you guys really took a holistic approach when it comes to recruiting and then developing these young people. And I can tell you, we're definitely proud to have you. It's your, we were talking about, it's your 6th year, and we're excited for the years to come. We're really excited about this upcoming year as you guys try to really do great things in Conference Carolinas. And stay tuned to queensathletics.com for all the updates, news, all that stuff. And Coach, we look forward to hearing about you for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
I'd like to thank Kyle House of the swimming team and Coach Cartman of the tennis program. Remember, you can check in with queensathletics.com for all your Queens news, notes, and scores. And also, you can follow us on facebook.com/QueensRoyals or on Twitter @QueensAthletics. To watch previous episodes, you can go to youtube.com/QueensSports. Thanks, and see you at the games.